Yo, what's up? My name is George, and today I want to talk to you about my experience with God. I was around 7 years old, and actually, I need to back up before then. I started reading the Bible when I was around 2 or 3. That's when I first started to learn how to read. And every night around 8 p.m., maybe a little bit earlier, my mom and I would be in her room. This is how I learned how to read. So every day, that was like the most exciting part of my day. I don't think it was because of the fact that I was reading the Bible. I think it was more because of the fact that I was learning how to read with my mom. But anyway, that was the first book I ever learned how to read. I will tell you this: I did not read the whole book of the Bible when I was around 2, 3 years old. That definitely didn't happen. But I've always believed in God and not, just I started, like I said, I started reading back then, and I grew up. So around my 7th birthday, I was outside. I was playing with the football that I just received on my birthday, and back then footballs came with kickstands. So I was going around putting it on the kickstand, kicking it, trying to see if I could get it high, trying to see if I could get it far, and trying to see if I could actually get it over the fence too. And it's back when we lived. It started raining, some birthday. It was nice and sunny outside, and then it started raining. And I wasn't really happy about that because I just got the football and I wanted to play with it. So I got up on the porch, got down on my knees, my football right next to me, and I started praying. Dear God, you know how you start the letter off? It's like, Dear God, if you make the rain stop, I will devote my life to you. My life is yours. And it was funny because I opened my eyes. I got down on my knees, I closed my eyes, I opened my eyes, looked around, and the rain was still going. So then I was like, okay, I gotta be serious. So I said it again. God, if you stop the rain, my life is yours. I will devote my life to you. My life is yours. The rain stopped. Stop. I said it with my whole heart, everything I had in me. So I wanted that rain to stop. So I told God, my life is yours. And from that day on, I've always believed strongly that He existed. Now, it wasn't like, no, the rain gradually stopped. The rain completely stopped. And it was crazy. Like, you look up, there's still these thick clouds in the sky. Like, they are aching to let some rain go. But they did not let any rain go. They just departed. The sun came out. The ground where I was playing dried up a little bit, and I went back to play with my football. But I was amazed at the same time. Like, before I went down off the porch, I'm just standing there like, wow, that's crazy. And I do remember I told my mom that, but it was just so crazy to me. It was like, yeah, God is real. It's like I don't care what nobody says. And ever since then, I've always believed that God was real. Now, I'm not gonna say that ever since then I lived a sin-free life. I lived the life that God would have wanted me to live. I lived the life that I would have wanted to live. I would definitely tell you that is not true. I actually grew up. I mean, I was a smart kid, real smart, but I became prideful. It became to where I wouldn't even try hard for some things in school. Like, I definitely didn't try hard in school unless I really wanted something. I did not try hard at all. It's like I was just blessed with the fact that I can catch on quick. I knew how to do things, or if I didn't know right away, I was able to teach myself. But long story short, I did become a sinner. Like, I sinned almost all the time. I went from never even thinking about sinning and lying to sinning and lying a lot. Like lust. Uh, I even stole for the first time, and I was not happy about that because I had things stolen from me, and it was it was crazy. I didn't say that I had idols, but I ended up putting things before God. So that was basically like having an idol. I put things before God. I put my own interests before God's. But I'll tell you, I never forgot that prayer that I prayed when I was 7 years old on my birthday, October real. And I've asked God for things even after that He's blessed me with to let me know that He was real. And I still didn't give Him my life. Like I still didn't give Him my life. Like I was trying to cheat the system from what I knew was in the Bible and then what I was trying to apply to my life to make it so. When I would go to church, tithe. If you tithe, God will give it back to you like tenfold, right? That's what we're taught. So I'm like, all right, if I gave $20 in my tithes, I can get 200 back. That's how I was trying to cheat the system. And it's funny, man. Like I'm over here thinking about it like that, and yeah, it would work, but it wouldn't work the way that I thought it would work. So I'm like, all right, how can I get this to work for me the way I want it to work? And it never worked out for me the way I wanted it to. And then came influenced by those leaders who would say, God helps those who help themselves. It's like, well, I don't want to depend on God to do everything for me, so I would try and do everything myself. Like, all right, I'm going to do it all my way, and it's going to work out. Nah, it wouldn't work out a lot of times. My wife will even tell you right now, like, I'll come up with some plans, and they wouldn't work. So I'll be over there just struggling and still trying to figure everything out on my own, and wouldn't really call on God for help unless it was something trivial, like, or something that He was against, like things like gambling, for say. Now, I didn't go to casinos and gamble, but I did play the lottery, and I will always try that transaction model. That I don't know if you've heard of it. It's if I do this, then you do this for me. That transaction, like the better I am, then the better God will be for me. It's like, no, that's not how it works. It's like, and I learned that kind of later on that I was actually doing the transaction model. Like I remember telling God many a times playing the lottery, like, God, if you let me win the lottery right now, then I will donate 10% of it straight off the bat to the church. It's going straight to the church. It's like I'm gonna pay off all their debts, and I'm gonna make sure that they own the building, and then they can have money left over to do other things with. Like it don't matter. It's going straight to the church. I would tell him exactly what I would do with the money, and I was serious about it. Like I wasn't playing it off. I was just gonna donate 10% to the church. So I remember one of the times it was like at $132 million. It's like, yep, 13.2 million is going straight to the church. No ifs, ands, buts about it. But as you can see, I did not win. And it's been plenty of times, like I said, where I've asked for that and I did not win. I've asked for many of the things in my life that I thought could make me wealthier as far as monetization goes, as far as money goes, like make me wealthier. But I've also asked for things that had nothing to do with me. Like a lot of times it has things to do with friends, family, associates, enemies, people I didn't even know. Like that's what I've asked for, and some of those are answered. Some of those He said no to. But I've always felt that God was always real. I never thought that God wasn't real. Like I said, my first real experience with God, like Him actually like saying something or doing something, like, to me personally, is back when I was 7. And it's crazy because me to know that God was real, for me to be as smart as I was so stupid, like so stupid. And when I finally started trying to read the Bible, like throughout my life, I could never get past Genesis. 'Cause I always wanted to read it from beginning to end. It's like I wasn't one of those people who will read the New Testament and then go back to the Old Testament. Like, nah, I wanted to read it from beginning to end. And the first, more than a dozen times, I can't even tell you how many times, the first quite a few, several times that I've actually tried to read the Bible straight through, I couldn't get past Genesis. I would literally stop every time. Genesis chapter 48, I forget which verse, but I know it was always Genesis chapter 48. Like I would always end up stopping there because I would get bored. It's like, man, this is just some boring stuff. It's like, how is this so boring? And then I would go on and I'm like, all right, later on in that same year, I'm like, all right, I done read Genesis. I'm not gonna go back to it. It was too boring. I'm gonna go to Exodus. So then I jump to Exodus and we're like, man, this stuff is boring too. Or I'll be in church, trying to read, and I would read that instead of listening to the praise songs and listening to people's testimonies and all the announcements or whatever that were in church. Because for me, I got to the point to where I did not like to sing in that church. It's like some people you can sing and some people you can't sing, but I have very sensitive ears. And the church I was going to, it was just a lot of times too loud for me. And a lot of songs I didn't care about because I couldn't understand the words that they were saying, which is weird. They were always speaking English. I speak English. That's my first language, and as of now, it's my only language. But I couldn't understand their words, so I would not listen to praise songs. The only time that I would attempt to listen would be during the sermon, towards the end of the service. But a lot of times I would fall asleep. And I'm not going to say falling asleep is super bad, but it is kind of bad. It's rude to fall asleep. Conclude for today. Again, I'm George Glimp, and I'm glad you were here to listen. Talk to you later. Hey, I'm glad you stuck around for the whole thing. I'm actually going to make a little mini series, and I would love for you all to comment. I don't care if you got positive comments, negative comments, if you got hate comments, if you got atheist comments. I don't care what kind of comments you got. You can leave some at the end of the video, and I'm going to try and hit them all. But if I don't, it's not that I'm ignoring you or anything. I just ran out of time. And I'm going to actually start like a series of videos. And not just talk about my experience with God and to God. I'm actually going to be talking about things within the Bible and things outside of the Bible, things that atheists view and things that the skeptic views and how there's a difference between the skeptic and the atheist and just the world in general. I'm also going to have on my channel different kinds of things. Like I'm not just straight God and God only. I do like sports. I'm a basketball fan. I like playing basketball. I like working out. I like reading comics. I still go and read comics, and I go to other people's channels and read what they got going on. I'm into anime and manga. I'm not a real big buff on it, but I do read it, and I enjoy it. So that's what I'm bringing to this channel, and I hope you all stick around with me. If you like what I have to say, subscribe. If you don't, leave a comment. Tell me what you didn't like. Maybe I can change something up. Or tell me how to do something better. That's cool too. I don't mind at all. If you want to tell me that I suck, that's cool too. I can take a little heat, but it's nothing. I'm glad you all stuck around. See you again soon. Later.